Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my recipe challenge for this month, May 2023, for our virtual crop over in Miranda's Facebook group, My Scrappy Life. So this month's theme is of course centered around mums, and in whatever that means for you, you as a mum, your mum, a mum figure. So we're centering around all of those mums in our lives, or mum influence type people, as well as rainbows, so beautiful, bright, fun colors. So the recipe. Now, I did a layout recently, which I really enjoyed. It was one of the May I Scrap Lift You, where I was scrap lifting Mel Davis from New Zealand, and I really loved it. So that gave me an idea. So let's start with the elements to this month's recipe challenge. So 2 photos. So I have 2 photos, and it is crabapple tree blossom time in my area, although in the last couple of days we had a frost, so I don't know you know what, I think I'm going to have to take another photo of this when I walk by it again tomorrow, because we had some beautiful weather way ahead of the time. On a weekend we had like 24-25 degrees, and then we had a frost on Wednesday night, well, even Tuesday night to Wednesday, and then Wednesday night to Thursday. So I'm gonna have to see. I haven't gone back to Mum's. I'm pre-recording this on actually Thursday morning. So anyway, my friends, so 2 photos. So there you go, in whatever size you would like. Then a fun element for me, and I hope for you, is a tone-on-tone background. Now that can be as simple as this kind of pattern paper. This is my Bella Boulevard Besties. I love these as backgrounds, and I use them all the time. One side is polka dotted, so the paler color in the background with some darker colored dots on top, or the other side, which is the grid. And I tend for some reason to go with the grid, so it could be that. Now, what I've done, and this part is already done, is I took a 12 by 12 stencil. Oh, let me go get it for you. A 12 by 12 stencil from my stash, and I think I put it this way. Yes, I did. And went just white on white on my background, and I just love this. So as I said, I the first time I tried this, for me, it's probably not anything new, and many of you are probably saying, oh my God, I do that all the time. It was sort of new for me to do a full sort of background sheet with just a tone-on-tone stencil effect, and I loved it. So here you can see it maybe a little up close. So I basically just cut my white cardstock down so I could frame it, and I framed it on the tone-on-tone as well, so I could frame it. And that also makes sure I get a full coverage. Let me see, how am I doing that? A full coverage on the background, so that it goes right to the edges without me making too much of a mess. I mean, the stencil is well created. It is a full 12 by 12, even if you do use the full size background sheet. But you know, I get a little bit messy, so I love framing my layout. So it can be just a tone-on-tone pattern paper as your background. You could do this kind of thing, which is stenciling white on white, or whatever color. I mean, this would be gorgeous as well with some of the like glimmery pastes that you could do on colored cardstock. That would be gorgeous as well. You could take a cut file, a white, and do a white on white, pop the cut file up and use it as your background. So some fun ideas to get you thinking about a tone-on-tone background. So I have my two photos, my tone-on-tone background. Now, tickets, tags, or tabs. And I love playing with all of those, but I hardly ever use tickets. So I fussy cut, and bonus points if you do all sorts of fussy cutting, by the way. I just added that this second. So I'm going to go maybe with some tickets this month. So I got some of my lovely NicoleJones911 tickets, and these are the blank tickets, so there are no words on them, in pinks that sort of go along with my photo here. And I'm thinking I might want to do something down here. Now you see this one I'm finding maybe a little dark, so I might want to do a little bit, you know how I love my little corner, filling my corner, so I might do something down there. But I also have, you know, some tags. I've got my little butterfly jar out here as well. I could do some fussy cutting up some more butterflies. This is a little bit more peachy, but I have the others as well. But my main focus will probably be tickets. Then pre-made title, and we all have those. And in fact, it was recently, or was it even just last month? It was the focus over in the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group to get those pre-made titles. We have them, they come often, Cocoa Vanilla has a whole set of them with their collections. In ephemera packs, the Vicky Boutin print shop had quite a few. There are always lovely acrylic titles as well. Chipboard sheets often have titles. The puffy sticker sheets, again, Vicky Boutin basically has, you know, a set of puffy stickers, a 12 by 12 sheet, like 2 6 by 12 puffy stickers that have a lot of title options on them. So let's get some of those out. And I think I might do something, maybe, will I do something like this? Do something like that, or something like this. We'll have to see. So pre-made titles. Florals or butterflies. So I showed you before I have my butterflies here, but I am tending to probably go towards florals a little bit more. So again, I have these gorgeous, these are new Nicole Jones ones, and they're called Spring Flowers. They are absolutely gorgeous. So I did some fussy cutting, and I have some of these florals. I also have the Indigo Garden, Simple Stories Indigo Garden ephemera pack here, the bits and pieces, and I think there might still be a couple of floral bits in there. So I got that out, and you're going to see for the next item, I have some items here, and you see here there's some florals on these, on this chipboard. So I have some florals there, and of course my photos. Then something that we always tend to forget about, so buttons or brads. Now I know, I think in my very first challenge, I challenged you to some buttons, so that was fun. So I was thinking of that again. So buttons or brads, and the reason brads came to mind, I was watching Scylla from Choice Bits of Bliss, and she was talking about eyelets. And it reminded me of all of the brads that I had, but I'm sort of cheating. I went back into the Indigo and Ivy here, and I've got my flat back brads that I do tend to use. My regular brads, I don't. Maybe I'll foray into that. So I'm going to go with some flat back brads this time. And then, of course, to finish off your layout, some gorgeous sequins. And I have English Garden here because they go beautifully with the whole mood and feel of this layout. And Sarah actually designed them to go with the Indigo Garden, Simple Vintage Indigo Garden collection. So when I went in looking for my brads yesterday, they were right there staring at me. So let's use those. So, my friends, 2 photos, tone on tone background, tickets, tags, or tabs. And if you're like Sue, if you're a lovely, lovely person that takes this to heart, you'll put all 3 on your layout. Pre-made title, florals or butterflies, buttons or brads, and sequins. Now, if by any chance you don't have sequins, you could use gems or rhinestones. So let's keep it sparkly, though. If you don't have sequins, let's keep it sparkly, and let's go with gems or rhinestones. So my initial thought, as you can see here, is to get my photos here, and I always put my photos askew. So I think I will put them maybe this way, because I want to get more of this in. I already have my title, and I think I'm going to do something like this with the title. Bring it in here, as I said, or here. I'm not quite sure yet. I could do it there and then sort of have a bit of a cluster under here. What do you think? I mean, those are not necessarily the ones I would do. I think I actually like that. And then we could do a little something up here in this corner. Maybe we could get something like that, or bring in some more of the tickets, since I really want to try and work with tickets this month, and do a little bit of some tickets here. Kind of thing with some florals. Sort of getting a few ideas there. Okay, my friend, let me go off a little bit, and you can gather your supplies. You can pause here, as I'm going to pause here, and go gather your supplies, and I will be back, and we'll finish this together. See you in a sec. Okay, my friends, so there we have it, and there is the layout. And I love it. Although we don't have all of the colors of the rainbow, I do feel that it sort of captures that mood and feel just a little bit, so that I've captured part of this month's theme. So I got my 2 photos down, as I showed you, and this little cluster here with the title down. And then I did work on this bottom part. So I put the ticket and this lovely NicoleJones911 viewfinder, as I showed you I would. And then I sort of went, as I love to do, a little bit in a diagonal fashion with a little bit of embellishment here as well. So I started with getting the photos down, building this cluster, and then I went to get some of my flowers number 5 that I really love. And I found the pink just a little too bright for what I was going for. So I chose some of the white flowers, and I love the contrast that gives. This larger one is flat to the page. I popped this one up, and then I popped a little Indigo Garden chipboard piece there with little details. Got that down. Then I did come down to work here. So I got my tickets, a lovely viewfinder, and I popped another. As I told you, I thought I might do that, and I did. So that brings in some more florals. So I got that down, and that just pops everything up here. So this one is flat to the page. And then by virtue of tucking this little chipboard behind here, it sort of raises this up a little bit, so I didn't even need to put it on foam. I did use a little bit of liquid glue, though, on the bits that are touching the texture paste directly. So a little bit of my tape runner and a little bit of liquid glue to make sure that it sticks well on the mixed media or the texture paste on the background. So I got that down, and then I came over to this area and I put my Bloom and Grow and this floral up on a foam dot, and then this ticket, as I showed you, and these two floral pieces as well. This is from Nicole's new springtime flowers. They are absolutely gorgeous, as are these. So I got all of that done, and then I went into the sort of smaller embellishments, or I got some of these gorgeous butterflies out and popped those sort of to bring in and complete the diagonal feel of the embellishing, and went to get my flat back brads. So I put some in all three areas, and I use them here almost, you know, the smaller ones could almost be used as enamel dots and in conjunction with sequins. And I did use the gorgeous English Garden, so the bright pink and a little bit of the smaller sort of bright green ones as well, almost like a pea green, like a spring pea green. So I got that down as well. And in the end, I love this. And this was a complete afterthought. I was just bringing everything and sort of tidying away. And this was peeking out. This is a fussy cut element from a Paige Evans sheet. And this was peeking out at me from one of the scrap bowls on my desk. And I just grabbed it. And I said, oh, I wonder if it, because I felt I wanted a little something more here than just this Bloom and Grow and these little bits. And I find that this really does complete it. It has its own little diagonal embellishment here. So I love it. So my friends, I can't wait to see what you do with this challenge. Please, if you post over in the group, tag me so that I can see. If you create videos, pop a link to your video. I can't wait to see what you do with this challenge. So once again, 2 photos, tone on tone background, florals or butterflies, tickets, tags or tabs, brads or buttons, and sequins to finish it all off. And that is your recipe for this month. I hope you're really enjoying yourself and having an amazing time. The group is hopping. It always does. And it's always so lovely to see some of the lives. So some do lives, some post videos like I do. Others post in the group on Instagram. So there's a wide variety of challenges, and it's just such a fun weekend, my friends. So thanks for being with me, and I will see you back here very soon. Bye for now.